from the news station. This is 7 News at 6.
Now being performed in day spas. But how safe is it? Why it's so important to have a doctor in the house. Next. Tonight, some spas offering elaborate beauty treatments.
But there could be something ugly in store. A special report, Doctor in the House. That's next. Well, if you enjoy being pampered at the spa, there's something you should know about.
New facilities called meta spas are now offering cosmetic procedures, but many are not being run by experts, and patients are paying the price. 7's Diana Diaz shows us why it's so important to have a doctor in the house.
Botox, Restylane, lasers that zap hair and erase sunspots. Treatments once only available at a doctor's office are now offered at your local spa or mall. But there's an ugly side to this cosmetic convenience.
They were going to remove sunspots.
Years of basking in the Florida sun left Jordan Miles with skin damage. After seeing an ad in the paper, she decided to go to a Medi-Spa to get the laser treatment. The biggest draw, it was run by a nurse practitioner.
I thought that because the lady was a nurse practitioner that she would have medical expertise and would know what she was doing.
But Jordan instantly became concerned as soon as the treatment started.
Throughout the procedure, it hurt a lot, and I complained. Their response was, well, we're almost done.
She trusted them, and she shouldn't have.
And I ended up with 2nd and 3rd degree burns throughout my back, and it looks in appearance now like a zebra stripe.
Medi-Spa started opening in the late 80s when businessmen and doctors realized they could make more money doing cosmetic procedures. Procedures they were never fully trained to do.
Well, they have no special training or knowledge in the structure and function of the skin, nor do they have training in these devices.
I was very concerned not only about the safety of the patients, but also of my own future in the medical field if I continue to practice in that manner.
This physician's assistant, who asked that we hide her identity, recently quit her job at a local Medi-Spa. She claims her medical director was never in the office and didn't have proper qualifications.
No one was around to not only supervise me but support me in the event that I had a problem. And
there are plenty of problems. Dermatologists report seeing a 45% increase in the number of patients asking them to correct a Medi-Spa procedure that went wrong.
Laser hair removal generally is the number one that you see patients who suffer pigmentary changes, actual scarring.
Rising complaints prompted the Florida legislature in July to pass a law requiring medical spas to have either a board-certified plastic surgeon or dermatologist as their medical director.
We have the same exact medical charting system and level of safety and regulation that we do in our standard medical office. If not, we're a little bit more stringent here because we're in the public eye, that much more so.
Plastic surgeon Michael Zalzar recently opened the Laser Lounge in a local mall. As medical director, he sees patients at the spa a couple of times a week. And when he's at his primary office, he looks at patients' charts online and even keeps an eye on the place with this camera.
But he's in the minority. 7 News called 15 Medi-Spas across Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties, and out of those, only 3 had medical directors with proper credentials. And what's worse, no one's policing the spas.
There are no spa cops running around the state trying to intervene here.
So it's up to the patient to ask the right questions. Who's the medical director? Is that medical director a board-certified dermatologist or plastic surgeon? And you may also want to ask about the person who will do the procedure. Once the procedure begins, if there's extreme pain or burning, speak up.
All too often patients are led too easily to the slaughter, and they just think they're being a good patient by keeping quiet.
Jordan knows she didn't ask enough questions in the beginning. Now she's left with scars that may never heal.
I assumed way too much, and I shouldn't have. I should have checked out the individuals.
Or at least asked if there was a doctor in the house. Diana Diaz, 7 News.